I'm Adam.
And I'm Julia. We are very happy to have you with us today.
Yes, thank you for joining us. Today, we are going to talk about something very special, our memories of school days.
School days are a time we all remember. They are full of learning, fun, and sometimes a little bit of trouble too.
That's right, Julia. Whether it's the excitement of the first day, making new friends, or participating in school activities, we all have stories to tell.
This podcast is for English learners. We will speak slowly and use simple words to help you understand.
We know learning a new language can be challenging, but it can also be very rewarding. We hope our stories will not only entertain you, but also help you improve your English.
Yes, we want you to feel comfortable and confident while listening to us. Remember, it's okay to make mistakes. That's how we learn.
Absolutely, Julia. So sit back, relax, and enjoy our journey down memory lane.
We will cover different aspects of our school days, like our first day at school, our favorite subjects, fun activities, and memorable events.
And don't worry, we will also include some useful vocabulary and phrases along the way. This will help you expand your English skills.
So are you ready to start, Adam?
I am ready, Julia. Let's dive into our school memories and share some great stories with our listeners.
All right, let's begin. We hope you enjoy this episode of the English Globe podcast dedicated to our school days.
Thank you for being with us. Let's get started. In this episode, we want to take you back in time to our school days. We all have fond memories of school, don't we? Whether it was the excitement of the first day, making new friends, or discovering our favorite subjects, these experiences shaped who we are today.
That's right, Adam. We will share our personal stories and experiences from school. This includes our very first days, when everything was new and a little bit scary, as well as the subjects that we loved the most and why they were our favorites.
We believe that sharing these memories can be a fun way to learn English. Stories have a unique way of connecting us, and by listening to our experiences, you can also practice your listening skills and learn new vocabulary.
In addition to our favorite subjects, we will also talk about various school activities. These are the events and programs that made school life interesting and enjoyable, like sports day, school plays, and field trips. We have some funny and memorable stories to share from these activities.
Yes, some of these activities were the highlights of our school years. They taught us important life lessons and skills that we still use today. We will also talk about these lessons and how they have influenced our lives.
We want to emphasize that school is not just about studying and exams. It's also about making friends, learning to work with others, and discovering our interests and passions. We will share stories that reflect these aspects of school life.
At the end of our discussion, we will take some time to focus on language learning. We will introduce some key vocabulary and phrases related to school and education. This will help you expand your English skills and make it easier for you to talk about your own school experiences.
We believe that practicing these words and phrases will be very beneficial for you. It's a great way to reinforce what you've learned and to use English in real-life contexts.
So, throughout this episode, listen carefully and try to pick up new words and expressions. Don't worry if you don't understand everything at once. The more you listen, the more you will improve.
We hope that by the end of this episode, you will not only have enjoyed our stories, but also feel more confident in your English skills. Remember, learning a language is a journey, and every step you take brings you closer to your goal.
Exactly, Julia. So, let's embark on this journey together. We are excited to share our memories with you and help you learn along the way.
Thank you for joining us on the English Globe podcast. Let's dive into our school memories and have some fun.
All right, let's get started. Julia, Can you remember your first day of school?
Yes, I can. It's one of those days you never forget. I was very nervous, but also excited. I remember wearing a new dress and carrying a big, colourful backpack. My mum had packed all my supplies carefully.
What was your teacher's name?
Her name was Mrs. Smith. She was very kind and welcoming. When I walked into the classroom, she greeted me with a big smile and showed me to my seat. That made me feel a bit better.
Did you make any friends on the first day?
Yes, I did. I met a girl named Anna. She was sitting next to me and we started talking. We found out that we both liked the same cartoons. From that day on, we became best friends and did everything together.
That's wonderful. My first day was also quite memorable. I remember holding my mom's hand tightly as we walked to the classroom. The school seemed so big and full of new faces. I was both scared and curious.
Did you cry?
Yes, a little bit. When my mom left, I felt very alone. But my teacher, Mr. Brown, was very nice. He noticed that I was upset and came over to talk to me. He introduced me to another boy who was also new, and we quickly became friends. That made me feel much better.
It's amazing how the kindness of a teacher can make such a big difference. First days are always a mix of emotions, but once you start to settle in and make friends, school becomes a place of fun and learning.
Absolutely. Those first interactions and experiences set the tone for the rest of your school life. It's all about feeling safe, welcomed, and excited to learn new things.
Adam, what was your favorite subject in school?
I loved math. It was fun to solve problems and puzzles. I enjoyed the challenge and the sense of accomplishment when I found the right answer. Numbers always made sense to me.
Math was interesting, but I preferred English. I enjoyed reading books and writing stories. It allowed me to use my imagination and create different worlds and characters.
What kind of stories did you write?
I wrote about adventures and magical places. Sometimes I wrote about a group of friends who went on exciting quests. Other times, it was about animals that could talk and had their own little adventures. It was so much fun.
Did you have any other subjects you liked?
Yes, I also liked art class. We painted and made crafts. It was a time to be creative and express myself in different ways. I remember making a clay pot once. It was messy, but a lot of fun.
Art was great. I liked drawing pictures of my favorite superheroes. I would spend hours perfecting their costumes and making up new powers for them. It was a great way to relax and let my creativity flow.
It's interesting how different subjects appeal to different people. Whether it's math, English, or art, each subject helps you develop new skills and discover your interests.
Exactly. And having a variety of subjects makes school more engaging and enjoyable. There's always something new to learn and explore. Did your school have any special activities?
Yes, we had sports day every year. It was a big event with many games and races. Everyone looked forward to it. The whole school would gather on the field, and there was a lot of excitement in the air.
What was your favorite game?
I liked the relay race. We ran in teams and passed a baton. It was thrilling to see everyone cheering for their team. The sense of teamwork and the rush of running made it my favorite event.
That sounds fun. We had a science fair every year. I once made a volcano model. I remember working on it for weeks, painting it and making sure it looked just right.
A volcano? That's cool. Did it erupt?
Yes, we used baking soda and vinegar to make it erupt. When I poured the vinegar, the lava flowed out just like a real volcano. It was amazing to see everyone's reaction. They were really impressed.
We also had a school play every year. I once played a princess in a fairy tale. I got to wear a beautiful dress and a crown. It was a lot of work, but I loved being on stage and acting out the story.
I was in a play too. I played a tree. It was funny. I had to stand still for most of the play, but I had one line at the end. It was a small role, but I enjoyed being part of the production.
School activities like these are so important. They help you build confidence, learn new skills, and create lasting memories. Whether it's sports, science, or drama, there's something for everyone.
Exactly. These activities also teach us about teamwork, creativity, and perseverance. They add a lot of value to our school experience and help us grow in different ways.
Looking back, those were some of the best times. The excitement, the fun, and the lessons we learned will always be a part of us.
Absolutely. School life is a unique and important phase. It shapes our personalities and prepares us for the future. Do you have any funny stories from school, Julia?
Yes, I do. There was this one time when I forgot my lunch at home. I was so worried because I didn't know what I was going to eat. But then my friend, Emily, noticed and offered to share her sandwich with me. She had packed 2 sandwiches that day. It was very nice of her, and we had a good laugh about it later.
That's a sweet story. Friends can be really kind. I have a funny story from my first day at school. The school building was very big, and I got lost trying to find my classroom. I wandered around for what felt like hours, though it was probably just a few minutes. I ended up in the teacher's lounge by mistake.
Did you find your way back?
Yes, eventually. A teacher saw me looking confused and helped me find my classroom. It was very embarrassing at the time, but now when I think back, it's quite funny.
I can imagine. Getting lost in a big school can be quite an adventure for a young student. I remember another funny incident during a school play. My friend Lisa had a main role and a lot of lines to remember. But she forgot her lines during the performance. Instead of standing there silently, she started singing a song from a popular cartoon. The audience, including the teachers, burst out laughing.
That must have been hilarious. Sometimes, unexpected moments can be the most memorable. We had a class clown named Tom, who always made everyone laugh. One day, he brought a rubber chicken to school and kept making it squawk during our math lesson. The teacher tried to be serious, but even she couldn't stop laughing eventually.
Tom sounds like he was quite the character. Humor really helps in making school days enjoyable. Speaking of funny moments, there was this one time during a science experiment when someone accidentally mixed the wrong chemicals, and there was a small, harmless explosion. It was just a puff of smoke, but the entire class jumped out of their seats.
Oh wow, that sounds like a scene from a movie. We had a similar incident in chemistry class where someone added too much baking soda to a volcano project, and the lava overflowed all over the table. The look on our teacher's face was priceless.
School is full of such memorable moments. They make the learning experience more lively and fun. Even though some incidents might seem embarrassing at the time, they often turn into great stories to tell later.
Absolutely. It's these funny incidents that make school life rich and memorable.
Adam, what is your most memorable event from school?
My most memorable event has to be the school play where I played a tree. It was such a fun experience. I remember standing still for most of the play, but when it was time for my one line, I gave it my best performance. Everyone laughed and clapped, and it felt amazing. It was a small role, but the joy of being part of something bigger was unforgettable.
That sounds like a lot of fun. My most memorable event was our graduation day. It was a mix of happiness and sadness because we were leaving school and all the friends we had made over the years. There was a big ceremony and we all wore caps and gowns. We walked across the stage to receive our diplomas and our families were so proud.
Graduation day is always special. Did you have a party afterward?
Yes, we did. Our class organised a big party with music, dancing, and lots of food. It was a great way to say goodbye and celebrate all the good times we had together. We took a lot of pictures and made promises to stay in touch.
Those parties are a wonderful way to end a chapter in life. I also remember a school trip we took to a museum. It was a big event because we had been preparing for it for weeks. We learned so much about history and science. I particularly enjoyed the dinosaur exhibit. Seeing those huge skeletons up close was incredible.
School trips are such a great way to learn outside the classroom. I remember a trip to the zoo where we saw so many animals. We had been learning about different species in class, and seeing them in real life was fascinating. We even had a guided tour where the zookeeper told us interesting facts about each animal.
I love how school trips make learning so interactive and fun. They give you a break from the regular routine and let you experience new things. Another memorable event for me was when we won the inter-school soccer championship. Our team practiced really hard, and the final match was intense. When we won, the entire school celebrated with us.
Winning a championship must have been an amazing feeling. Our school had a similar celebration when our debate team won a national competition. We worked hard on our arguments and practiced a lot. When we were announced as the winners, it felt like all the hard work had paid off. We were so proud.
These events are not just about winning or losing. They are about teamwork, effort, and making memories with friends. Whether it's a play, a trip, or a competition, these experiences shape our school life and stay with us forever.
Yes, they do. School is not just about academics. It's about growing, learning, and experiencing life in so many different ways. These memories remind us of the fun and important lessons we learned along the way.
I'm glad we could share these stories today. They bring back a lot of good memories and remind us of how special our school days were. Julia, reflecting on our school days, what important lessons did you learn?
One of the most significant lessons I learned was the value of friendship and teamwork. School often presented us with group projects and team sports, teaching us how to collaborate effectively. Learning to work together, support each other's ideas, and communicate clearly were skills that became invaluable in both academic and personal settings.
That's a crucial lesson indeed. For me, learning to be disciplined and organized was a game changer. Managing deadlines, studying consistently, and staying focused not only helped me excel in my studies, but also laid the foundation for my later successes in life.
Absolutely, Adam. Discipline and organization are fundamental skills that shape our ability to achieve our goals and fulfill our responsibilities. Another lesson that stands out is the importance of respect and kindness. Our teachers consistently emphasized treating others with respect, practicing good manners, and fostering a positive classroom environment.
Yes, respect and kindness create a supportive and inclusive atmosphere where everyone feels valued. Alongside that, learning to be curious and ask questions was another significant lesson. Inquisitiveness fueled our desire to learn more, to seek understanding beyond the surface, and to explore diverse perspectives.
Curiosity is indeed a powerful motivator for learning and growth. It encourages us to challenge assumptions, broaden our horizons, and delve deeper into subjects that interest us. Our teachers played a crucial role in nurturing this curiosity and encouraging us to explore beyond the textbooks.
Reflecting on these lessons reminds me of how much we gained from our school experiences. They provided us not only with academic knowledge, but also with essential life skills and values that continue to shape our character and interactions.
Adam, What skills did you acquire in school that you still find valuable today?
One of the most valuable skills I acquired was problem solving and critical thinking. School assignments and projects often required us to analyze situations, identify solutions, and think creatively. These skills have proven invaluable in my career and personal life, enabling me to approach challenges with confidence and find effective solutions.
Critical thinking is indeed a skill that empowers us to make informed decisions and navigate complex situations. Personally, I found that school helped me develop clear communication skills, both in writing and speaking. Whether presenting ideas in class or writing essays, articulating thoughts clearly and persuasively has been essential in various aspects of my life.
Absolutely. Effective communication is a cornerstone skill that enhances our ability to connect with others, convey ideas, and build relationships. Beyond that, the foundational skills of reading, writing, and mathematics that we learned in school are indispensable in our daily lives. They form the basis of literacy and numeracy, enabling us to comprehend information, express ourselves, and make informed decisions.
School indeed provided us with a well-rounded education that equipped us with practical skills for the future. From basic literacy to critical thinking and communication, these skills have served as the building blocks of our personal and professional development.
Reflecting on our journey through education, it's evident that school not only prepared us academically, but also equipped us with essential life skills and competencies. These skills continue to be a foundation for lifelong learning and growth.
Absolutely, Adam. As we continue to navigate through life's challenges and opportunities, let's carry forward the valuable lessons and skills we acquired from our school days. They continue to shape our journey and contribute to our ongoing development.
Thank you, Julia, for sharing these insights. And to our listeners, we encourage you to reflect on the lessons and skills you've gained from your own educational experiences. Each lesson learned is a step forward in our pursuit of knowledge and personal growth.
Thank you, Adam. Join us next time on the English Globe podcast for more stories, insights, and opportunities to learn together. Until then, keep exploring and learning.
Today on the English Globe podcast, Julia and I had a wonderful time reminiscing about our school days.
We delved into various aspects of our school memories, from our nervous yet exciting first days to our favorite subjects and memorable events.
We also shared some amusing anecdotes about funny incidents that happened during our school years.
In addition to that, we talked about the diverse school activities we participated in, such as sports days and school plays, which added so much joy and camaraderie to our school life.
Throughout our conversation, we highlighted the important lessons we learned, such as the value of friendship, teamwork, discipline, and respect.
These lessons have not only shaped our academic journey but also influenced who we are today.
We hope our stories and reflections brought back fond memories of your own school days, and perhaps inspired you to reflect on the lessons and experiences that have shaped your life.
Before we wrap up, we encourage you to practice the vocabulary and sentences we discussed today. These words and phrases are essential for improving your English skills.
Remember, repetition and practice are key to mastering any language.
Let's talk about your essay. Why did you choose that memory?
It just felt important. Like, it wasn't just a fun day, it was more than that.
More than that? How so?
I don't know, I guess it was the first time I felt like we were all connected, like a real team.
That's interesting. What made it feel different from other times?
Maybe because everyone was involved. No one was left out, not even the quiet kids.
That says a lot about the class. Was there a specific moment that stood out to you?
Yeah, during the tug-of-war, when it looked like we were losing, everyone started shouting together. It gave us this weird burst of energy.
So it wasn't just about winning the game, it was about the effort, the unity.
Exactly. It felt like we all had each other's backs, no matter what.
That's powerful, and you captured that well in your writing. Did you notice how your tone changed in that part of the essay?
Yeah, I guess I got a little excited.
Excited, yes, but also reflective. It's like you were realizing something while you were writing.
Maybe. I don't think I noticed it at the time, though.
That's the beauty of writing. It helps you uncover things you didn't know you felt.
That's kind of true. I didn't even think about it like that.
Let's go back to what you said about everyone being involved. Do you think that kind of moment only happens in special situations?
I don't think so. I mean, we're always in the same class, but it felt like that day, people tried harder to connect.
What do you think changed? Was it the setting, the activity, or something else?
Probably a mix. Being outside, not worrying about tests or homework. It's like everyone just relaxed.
That makes sense. Sometimes stepping out of routine brings out different sides of people. Did you see anyone act differently that day?
Definitely, like Sarah. She's usually so quiet, but she was cheering the loudest during the tug-of-war.
That's a great observation. What do you think made her open up?
Maybe because no one was judging. It felt safe to just be yourself, you know.
That's a rare feeling, isn't it? Did it change how you saw her or anyone else in the class?
Yeah, I realized how cool some people are, even if they don't talk much in class. It made me want to know them better.
That's an important realization. Do you think the day changed how the class worked together afterward?
A little. Yeah, people seemed friendlier for a while. Like, during group projects, it wasn't as awkward.
That's the power of shared experiences. Do you think there's a way to bring that kind of connection into everyday school life?
Maybe if we did more activities like that, or even just talked more. Sometimes school feels serious.
True, balance is important. Do you feel like moments like that will stick with you after you leave school?
Definitely. I think it's the little things like laughing together, cheering for each other that I'll miss the most.
And those are often the things that shape us the most. You captured that beautifully in your essay.
Thanks, I just wanted it to feel real, like how it actually felt to be there.
It did, and maybe, when you look back years from now, you'll realize how much those moments taught you about people and yourself.
You think so?
I know so. School isn't just about academics. It's about finding pieces of yourself in these shared memories.